Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today, I just want to make a quick video about the Hall of Illusion, or the solo dungeons that have came to Throne of Liberty, and how to beat Molgras, the most confusing boss of the two in this week. And at first, these are awesome. It's great content. I think solo content is controversial in MMOs, I guess I would say, just because we're playing a massively multiplayer game, you know, and one of people's icks, it's an ick to say ick for me. I don't know why I said that word, but having solo content in these games are a little bit, you know, wishy-washy, I guess, but I love it. I do like it a lot. I had a ton of fun in this. It is cool that you can earn unique rewards through this process as well. I just think overall, the game has gotten twice as good. I mean, they doubled the size of all the content. It's an easy out, but the game has gotten even more than twice as good with this last expansion. I've been having a ton of fun, and the Hall of Illusion is one of the great additions to the game. Now, I digress. Let's talk about Molgras. Now, Molgras is pretty straightforward initially. He's going to lay totems on the ground that spit out these little blood balls. The blood balls deal damage, okay? He's got a lot of the Q blocks and a lot of dodging, a lot of things that most of the other bosses have. But there comes a time where he will wipe you or try to wipe you. And this wipe mechanic of the damage that it deals is based on the number of totems that are out. And you may be asking yourself, just as I did, hey, how do you get rid of these freaking totems so you don't die? Well, let me tell you how. That's what the whole video is about, if you haven't caught on yet. I'll follow you anywhere is the voice line that he will say before he rushes to you and does a Q dodge block. Now, if you're confused about the two differences between a Q block and a Q dodge block, one of them is a circle, the other one is a diamond or a upside or a sideways square. The sideways square indicates that you must not only hit Q, but you must hit Q while moving. Now, more importantly with this mechanic is you will need to line up this mechanic with the totems that you have on the board. Now, this requires a little bit of planning because you will need to set up the totems in a linear fashion, one way or another, on the map. And he will have another voice line that will indicate that he's dropping a totem, or like come totem, or one more totem, or whatever. He eventually progresses, I think, halfway through the fight, where he starts dropping multiple totems before he does the mechanic. Now, again, once he says, "I'll follow you anywhere," he will dash to you and then shoot out a laser beam. Now, it's important for you to be in a position that lines him up in front of all these totems. Once you line him ahead the totems, you need to then reposition yourself in the line of the totems. You don't have to be behind the last one. The laser actually shoots through the entire map, so you can just line yourself up with the totems. You have to go to the last totem in case you've lined them up too far. But again, it is important for you to drop these totems in a linear fashion. Now, aside from the random ones, he will put them directly on you when he says the voice line. So make sure that you line up with the other totems on the board. And just be cautious as the fight goes on. There will be some totems that lay out an AoE that deal a ton of damage. And when he does the laser through them, they explode. So just make sure you stay away from those particular totems. Now, if you master this mechanic, and you get him to destroy his totems, he gets upset with himself. Baby has a little fit. And he sits down and he goes, "Oh, my totems," and it becomes a DPS phase. I mean, let's be frank, a lot of us just need to regen our mana. So if you have a staff, you can tap or whatever during this phase. But it is a dead phase where you can do DPS or regain life or mana or whatever. And then he goes back to the middle and then does what would be the bite mechanic if he didn't already destroy his totems and prevent the damage from being dealt to you. There you have it, guys. Molgras. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's useful. I know I would have liked to find a guide like this before I started Molgras, so here you go. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Throne of Liberty, the expansion. Talandre is amazing. I'm having a great time so far. We'll be putting out builds next week, along with maybe some other guides to help you guys progress through what would be the new gearing system. I don't know why I struggled to say that. I'm not editing this video. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.